Cindy Nelson. Welcome to Forest Escape. Today we're going to talk about chicken saddles and protection for hens from roosters. We need to put saddles on the girls because of overmating. So this pattern here has Velcro on each side and it has a strap underneath. The strap underneath doesn't necessarily work that great on all chickens. Some it's perfect, it keeps it right where it needs to be. Other ones I make, I just don't put that strap on at all. But these have been washed and dried a million times, so they don't look very good, but they still work. This one doesn't have the gathered neck, this one does, and the roosters will bite the back of the girl and the back of her neck and head. So anything that sticks up and kind of wraps around her neck is useful. If you use upholstery fabric and felt, it makes a pretty thick protection, and that can be used in the winter. Place the two good sides facing with the felt on the back of one of them. And this is literally sewing it inside out. So you're going to sew around the outer perimeter except for the neck area. Kind of clip the corners on the rounded edges so that you get a nice seam on the outside when you turn it right side out. If you look at the middle there, you see that there's sewing going right straight up the middle. That keeps the fabric from slipping layer to layer. It is good to take the time to sew along the outer edge so that it remains nice and flat. I fold the edges in and sew from the outside on the neck area. You can run the elastic through the two layers, or you can just sew it along the back side. I'm using bra strap elastic because it's really soft, but it's not so durable. If you buy the good sew-on Velcro, it will last a lot longer, even though it costs more. But you can sew that to the elastic, and I make a little fabric pad over top. They will try very hard to unvelcro these straps, and they help each other do it. It's amazing, so you have to buy the really good Velcro. This is the area that goes under the wing, in their armpit, if you will. So it needs to be super soft, and it really is quite short, actually. Another view just so you can see how the chicken will actually wear the saddle. This style does not have the underbelly band. This is Butterscotch, and you can see they've plucked her feathers, and they really were digging up her back. I haven't had a lot of success making the wing protection that they'll actually leave on and that is actually effective. This style has the band going under the belly, but in front of the legs. I learned that a much longer Velcro strap will ensure that they don't pick the belly band off. The expression on her face says it all. She doesn't necessarily like the saddle, but it is for their health and protection. This is the original pattern. One of the cats chewed the edge. So you can see this is just like 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and the part that the cat ate is this kind of thing here that's missing. Okay, so there is a theory for this area. Oops, this area right here. Do you want it to go up to avoid some tail feathers, or do you want it to just go straight across? You know, this is something that you're going to have to decide. The Velcro placement, making it longer, is definitely going to keep it on the bird better. It also hooks the belt over here, so you're going to want to, you know, X stitch it so it's strong. When you look up at the neck area, longer is better. I did try to make a design with snaps and then another little flap, you know, that came out like this, but the flaps never stayed down where they were supposed to stay. Okay, and you've got the neck area here, and rounded corners are nice, they're natural, but when you're sewing it, you know, you're going to need to clip so it will lay flat. Okay, in all of these areas here. Okay, and in the video you saw me stitch right down through the middle. That's a really good idea, because whatever's inside of it is gonna slip, especially when you wash and dry it a million times. So yeah, it's a really good idea. All right, so I think that about covers it, but you can see it's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. It's just about that size, but I mean, you can measure your birds and see. You might want to have a little bit more neck space going up a little further, and you might want to make it flare like this, so that when you sew it together, maybe there's a little bit more of a cape around the neck. You know, that's also an idea. But most of the birds fit fine with this 8.5 by 11 size. It's not actually 11, and when you get all done, of course, your stitching is 1/2 of an inch inside this area. So when you think about it, your length of the saddle itself is only like 7.25 by 7.5 wide. So, but you need to measure your birds. I mean, I have some that have bigger than this, and some that I actually sew an inch smaller than this, but you'll just have to try to experiment with it. And it goes for the length of the elastic that's going to go in here to hook on here. Now, I tried snaps, they don't work. So Velcro is definitely the answer. And I tried moving the snaps in different directions and it didn't work. But it's not a very long piece of elastic that is going under the wing. It just needs to be soft. And I haven't really found one yet that lasts a really long time through a lot of washes. The bra strap elastic was certainly the most gentle for the chickens. Be sure to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Have a great day. Bye.